Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the channel. You know who it is. It's World of Wrestling here today to discuss about the WWE Smackdown August 8th, 2025 review. What was my thoughts on Smackdown this past Friday? Well, let me tell you something. It sucked. It was boring. And it was 2 hours of blodge goo crap. Pretty much what it was. You know, it's quite amazing how WWE content, when Triple H was officially made the content creator for storyline telling with his writing team as the main guy, the guy that was going to make all the final decisions on what we saw was going to be placed on television. And within that period of time, he was producing some great stuff. But since this Netflix deal, he has turned into absolute shit. Fucking lazy creative. It's like they go into these creative rooms and they're not even trying. Honestly. I feel like I'm just watching a bunch of crap for background noise at this point. Nothing was explained to the audience about why Brock Lesnar attacked John Cena. Now, I was talking to my friend, my best friend since I've known since high school, about AI taking over creative writing. Yeah, this is something that's been on my mind as of late, and it's kind of scary how AI may take over all jobs. I don't know how the hell that makes any sense, but it does. And I asked AI how it would have booked a Brock Lesnar John Cena storyline, and it broke down every little thing that has occurred over time between 2012 up to now. It stated that the next episode, which would have been Smackdown, and it's saying that on August 16th, that the creative decision should be having an explanation, since the episode of August 8th has already occurred, so August 15th, has already occurred, so they should be looking to going ahead and trying to deliver an explanation. Now, it mentions Paul Heyman as person giving out the delivery of the message, which we know that's not where Paul Heyman's at this point in his career. He's with Seth Rollins and all that, so a little bit of an error by the AI machine. But, of course, we're going to allow it to do routine jobs, but it can't acknowledge that the fucking Paul Heyman's with Seth Rollins at this point. But it has all this technological information given to it and can answer within a split second. With a fucking book, basically, they give you information. I basically asked this question to Grok 3 that Elon Musk created. You can easily have access to it for free. You get a certain amount of opportunities to ask it questions and whatnot, and it responds. And it gave me all this information. I didn't read the whole thing because it literally gives you a book. I don't know if there's a way of giving it parameters to follow so that it doesn't give you too much information. If you guys know how to do that, please let me know. But it listed off a ton of fucking shit. It talked about what their first match was in 2012 Extreme Rules, which is absolutely amazing detail of information. And it stated that they should go ahead and have Brock Lesnar, but it stated that Paul Heyman should be the guy, but he's not with Paul Heyman anymore. That I'll reiterate it in a proper sense, that Brock Lesnar should deliver a impromptu video package as to why Brock Lesnar attacked John Cena. It went in further detail, but I didn't read it all because I was at work. I couldn't sit there and read all the information it wrote. But it stated that the match should occur at Clash of Paris, or it should happen in Perth. Now, given the fact that Clash at Paris has a bigger venue than Crown Jewel in Perth, makes absolutely no fucking sense to me. But hey, why would WWE need to make any sense? I honestly don't understand. Is WWE currently in a Peacock deal? Are they still with Peacock? I mean, they have a contract with them. Let me look this up. How long their contract is with WWE contract. Contract with Peacock. There we go. WWE's current agreement with Peacock for streaming premium live events. Excuse me. Premium live events in the U.S. expires on March 2026. Starting in 2026, ESPN will become the exclusive home of WWE Premium Live events. The deal with Peacock is part of a larger agreement that began in 2021 and is reportedly worth over $1 billion. Good for them. Fucking bastards. Okay, so it states that while WWE's premium live events will move to ESPN, Smackdown will continue to air on USA Network, with viewing options available on Peacock after the live broadcast. So you're going to tell me that people are paying to watch fucking Smackdown episodes that are old, that doesn't have access to Raw, and Netflix doesn't give you access to the old episodes of Raw. People, I'm telling you, people love to go back and watch the old episodes of Raw and SmackDown. Without having the access to Raw, it makes it pointless to watch SmackDown. You have to have both. Then you're going to take all the premium live events, or I'm going to call them pay-per-views, move them away from Peacock completely. We probably won't have access to the old catalog. More than likely. ESPN's either going to give us those options to have access to them, or they're going to completely eliminate them and we'll never be able to see them again. Which basically that's what Netflix has done with Raw. They have not uploaded a single episode of Raw yet, except for what they initially released on January 6th of this year, when they finally got access to the rights of Monday Night Raw. Now, I got a question. What is the fucking point of taking all that content, all that stuff, and moving them around to different platforms, making it to the point of near impossible to keep up with? You want to know what UFC did? UFC got the Paramount Plus, got the rights to fucking UFC content, and now we're going to deliver, even if you ain't got regular cable, we'll be able to watch all of their UFC events live on Paramount Plus, as long as you have subscription to that. I think that's a great fucking deal. That means you'll be able to watch all pay-per-views and not have to spend $70 to $80 worth of money per week to watch, or per month, to watch their pay-per-view events. They've decided to let go of the pay-per-view model. And at this point in time, I think it's the best thing to do, because financially people can't keep up with it. They need viewership. That's what's important. And with these buyouts by these other channels, or whatever you want to call them, they're getting a shit ton of money compared to what they would make doing it on pay-per-view because their pay-per-view buy rates were like 200,000, 300,000, sometimes under 200,000 to be honest. People can't afford to keep up with all this shit. It's too expensive. And finally, UFC has finally caught up. They're doing the WWE way of doing things. And now people from the UFC side of things that are fans of that product are worried that the value of the product is going to go down, just like WWE did. And they have every fucking worry in the world to have. They have every reason to be worried, man. I don't know, man, but the quality of UFC fights, outside of the fact that you get to see these guys get knocked on their fucking ass, but then again, you think about the long-term effects that it affects their mind from all the concussions they might sustain over their career, you kind of get a little concerned about their well-being and their old age. I mean, you look at BJ Penn, his fucking ass is just like gone out the fucking window. He thinks of imaginary shit. Guy's fucking crazy off his rocker. But I'm completely off base here. We're talking about WWE Smackdown, so let's get back to that. What was my thoughts on Smackdown? As I already mentioned, they didn't give an explanation about Brock Lesnar. They didn't even have John Cena state anything. Like, why not bring out the question? What was your reasoning behind attacking me, Brock? What is the point? That is what I want to know. And I will get answers once he's available. Because he wasn't available. And of course he ain't going to be available. I guarantee you, they are going to save Brock Lesnar for John Cena's last match of 2025. I guarantee it. That's when we're going to see John Cena's last match with Brock fucking Lesnar. My attitude's real simple. I don't give a fuck about Brock Lesnar. I don't give a shit what he has to offer at this point, because what he has to offer is nothing. All his fucking moveset is F5s and fucking suplexes and stiff punches to the head. And more suplexes and all kinds of fucking one-dimensional, one-way, one-trick pony bullshit. I don't want to watch this. I personally am honest with you guys. I'll be straight up. I do not have any fucking interest in possibly not covering this shit anymore on this channel. I really don't care. I have been watching AEW. I don't fucking give a shit about that product. You think Tony Khan would be chewing at the bit to get this fucking show on the road and get us back to the way we used to have AEW when Cody was there. You'd think Tony Khan would look for the best creative writing team he can put together, put his trust in their hands, and let them run the show while he forks out the money. And if you don't like how things are going, he can let people go and hire people to take their place that he thinks would do a better job. But of course, I highly doubt this fucking rich little fucking silver spoon in the mouth little geek, Mark Wrestling fan who can't fucking book a show properly, putting through MJF, who's the number one fucking guy from day one. MJF has been number one from day one. He was the future star of this fucking product. And let me tell you something, folks. This guy is going through hula hoops trying to get to a championship. You have a fucking briefcase in your hand, and you're sitting there fucking doing nothing with it. Instead, you're trying to look to earn a shot at a fucking title you already have. Oh, I'm going off fucking base here. I know that, but man, am I on a fucking roll right now. Holy shit. I am just so fucking fed up. It's just so many things. Life in general. The way the wrestling... You would think wrestling would be an escape out of dealing with society and the way things are today. They make it worse. These fucking geeks. They make it fucking worse. I mean, I can't understand. You have people that are wanting your content to be better, to entertain them. Why wouldn't you want to provide that to them? I can understand why. And I'll explain to you why. These fucking rich assholes think like this. Well, I'm the only game in town. They got nothing else to go to. And I can do whatever the fuck I want. And I'll give them the lowest quality possible. And these people will still keep tuning in because they're fans to professional wrestling. Just like in sports, people want to continue to follow their shitty fucking team. Like me, I follow the Dallas Cowboys, and they continue to suck dick with an old fucking douchebag known as Jerry Jones, who continues to keep making this fucking team worse than what it was before. He creates this team, it turns out to be good, and then they turn into shit during the playoffs. I fucking hate it. I don't even fucking watch the Cowboys anymore. I just watch the NFL because I love football in general. I don't even give a fuck about Dallas. If they make the Super Bowl, great. I'd love to see them just in the Super Bowl. Fuck winning the damn Super Bowl. Just be in it. I'd be that fucking satisfied. Hell, if you want to even get crazier, get in the fucking NFC Championship game. They can't even fucking do that. They can't even get in the NFC Championship game. It's like they're following a fucking script. Oh, you're in the playoffs? Time to lose? Okay, got too many injuries? Alright, I'm gonna fucking suck. Time to lose. That's what they fucking do every fucking year. Disappointment after disappointment after disappointment. Same thing with the fucking Miami Dolphins. That's another team I like watching in the NFL. But that's not even the point. The point is that they're the only fucking game in town. And they continue to give us and deliver us shitty fucking program. UFC's gonna do the same fucking thing. I'm happy I'm gonna be able to watch it for a hell of a lot cheaper price, but I expect nothing in return. I expect loads of garbage. Shit matches against one good fighter against a shittiest fighter. That's pretty much what we're gonna get. I don't know. I don't know what to expect from this. But Smackdown basically had John Cena come out and talk about how if Brock Lesnar wants some, he can get some. Wow. Triple H, you are fucking amazing. And your creative team is fucking brilliant. What a fucking load of shit. I just can't understand this logic and what this company's doing. But me, guess what, guys? I think it's about time I go ahead and tell them what I think of them. They suck! And I think I'm going to stop watching this shit. Because I'm tired of it. I really am. I am sick and tired of sitting through this fucking load of shit, wasting my motherfucking time. You want to take 2 hours out of my life? Make it mean something. You want to give me creative content? Make it mean something. If you don't, then be prepared for the consequences of losing fans. It's that simple. It's that fucking simple. I have more interest in looking at other things I'm more concerned with than fucking pro wrestling at this point. Because you guys are not giving us nothing to bite into. I don't even know if I want to even cover this shit. But he talks about how if Brock wants some, he can get some. Great. Logan Paul comes out. Didn't we see Logan Paul and John Cena like 2 months ago going ahead and teaming together on Money in the Bank against Jey Uso, who was the former world champion, and Cody Rhodes? Tell me where the fuck this makes any sense. But this eventually leads to Logan Paul getting a match and and Clash of Paris against John Cena, and John Cena accepts the match. Now let me guess what's going to happen here. John Cena was the world champion on Smackdown. He had a series of wins going on as a heel, and a very shitty heel, may I add, because the creative booking decision on that was horrendous. And then you're going to tell me these two are instantly, like that, because he turned babyface, we're going to have Logan Paul and John Cena. While we still are trying to figure out why Brock Lesnar went ahead and attacked John Cena for no fucking reason at all. Outside their previous enemies and they were rivals. That's it. That's all we got. The rest of it is just hey, we're just going to put it together because they wrestled each other once before. Why should I care? Maybe I should just skip all your fucking shows and just get to the fucking real point. The fucking pay-per-view event. Or premium live event. Excuse me. You know. Get the fuck out of here. This is bullshit. So, they agreed to the match. Drew McIntyre attacks Cena from behind. And Paul happily watches on. They then double team Cena with stomps, and then Cody Rhodes to the rescue, runs down to make the save. Might as well put a fucking cape on him and call him Super Cody Rhodes. Fucking idiots. Rhodes sends McIntyre out of the ring, and Cena sends Paul over the top rope. Great. Cena accepts the challenge for Clash in the Paris. Still, it seems like they want to fight. The crowd is getting louder, and Cena says it looks like he has a partner, and he looks at Rhodes. Cena suggests McIntyre and Paul take them on tonight. And the champ is here, pointing at Cody Rhodes. I got a question for you guys. Wouldn't it make more sense at this point in time, after all this time, with John Cena portraying this heel, wouldn't it have been more meaningful and more of a beautiful ending to Cena's farewell retirement tour, where he ends up congratulating Cody Rhodes, shaking his hand, and walking away, and just move on. End it at SummerSlam. What is this shit? We gotta end it till December. The last episode in December. What are we doing here? It could have been ended at SummerSlam. We don't need to see Brock Lesnar and John Cena. We don't need to see Logan Paul and John Cena when they previously teamed together when he was a heel. I don't need to see this trash. John Cena's run in WWE should have ended in SummerSlam. It was the perfect ending to a retirement tour that you can possibly ask for. It's like going ahead and taking The Undertaker's undefeated streak at WrestleMania and continuing to fucking burn it to the ground and making it less special. That's basically what they did here. And they're going to continue to do that for the next 4 miserable fucking months. And all we're going to see Cena do is lose. What are they going to do? Have Logan Paul lose to John Cena? Are you fucking serious? You have younger talent losing to John Cena on his way out until Brock Lesnar gets the final win? Get the fuck out of here. These guys are all a bunch of fucking idiots. They couldn't create a fucking hemorrhoid out of someone's ass. These people are fucking retarded. Anyway, let me continue, because it just continues to be an absolute bore fest. What the fuck? Kathy Kelly's backstage at Motor City Machine Guns. Alex Shelley's ribs are taped up. TLC match was brutal. They didn't get the titles, but they have made a career of getting knocked down and getting back up. Chris Sabin says their road back to the top begins tonight. Oh, yeah, sure. The Motor City Machine Guns make their entrance, and they'll face Solo Sikoa's MFTs next. My Family Tree. Oh, God. This shit is fucking ridiculous with this fucking new version of the Bloodline called the My Family Tree. I'll give you a family tree. Go fuck yourself. There's a family tree for you. What trash. This was fucking garbage. Motor City Machine Guns end up losing to the fucking MFTs. After the match, WWS champion Solo Sikoa gets in the ring with the MFTs, and Solo Sikoa says, "This is what greatness looks like." They're looking at the soon-to-be WWE Tag Team Champions. They're looking at the most dominant United States champion. It's a shame because he's all dressed up in his gear, ready to fight, and it feels good in Montreal, but there's nobody back there to fight him. Sikoa says they're going to leave this crappy city because this is the last place he wants to wrestle in. Well, let me get this straight. Did he say something about the city being okay? No, he didn't. Okay. They go to leave, but SmackDown GM Nick Aldis comes out to the ring, or to the stage, and Aldis says, Sensei Sikoa claims to be ready for a fight. He's got a special guest who's ready for a fight. He's someone Sikoa knows well, but this is someone Montreal, Quebec knows very well. And out comes Sami Zayn. Now let me stop you right there. I stated something to my friend through text. It is sad and pathetic that Vince McMahon himself actually made more sense of having members from a fucking other brand coming over to Monday Night Raw and vice versa. He actually had reasoning. He made rules. All that kind of shit. There's no fucking rules here. What the fuck's Triple H doing? These people fucking come any which way they want. The brands have their specific titles defended on the specific shows. But they don't have these wrestlers performing on specific shows. So what is the fucking point of a brand split? Let me tell you. There is no reason. But I digress. So let's get into the match. Sami Zayn has a match with fucking a U.S. champion, Solo Sikoa. And Sami Zayn ends up beating the U.S. champion. So we have the fans go happy with their Montreal home hero winning the match. What does that mean? Sami Zayn's going to start getting WWE U.S. Championship opportunity for Paris? Is that what we're talking about here? He keeps continuing to talk about how he wants the World Heavyweight Championship. How he wants the World Championship. He don't talk about how I'm going to become the next United States Champion or the next mid-card champion. He wants to become the World Champion. I do not understand the fucking logic behind this company at all. And then on Monday Night Raw, which we'll get into after this video when I upload it, he's attacked by fucking Solo Sikoa because he lost a fucking match to Sami Zayn in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Talk about being a fucking sore loser. Holy shit. Am I in some kind of mood or what tonight? I haven't been this vocal in a very long time. Sikoa is stunned. Zayn quickly gets out of the ring before MFTs can attack him. And that is it. He manages to wiggle his way out of getting a severe beatdown by an entire faction. Good for him. Don't worry. He gets repaid that on Monday Night Raw. WWE Women's Tag Team Champions Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss are backstage. Flair says she knows tomorrow is Bliss's birthday. Well, actually, she didn't know it. She has a gift for her, though. How do you have a gift for someone you don't know their birthday? That made absolutely no fucking sense. Anyway, they talk about the deal with ESPN. Who the fuck cares? They'll probably take all the PLEs that we have access to now at Peacock, raid them, hide them away in a fucking toy chest or a vault where no one will ever see them again unless you buy DVDs, which, by the way, you have no access to the newer ones from 2024 up to now, so you'll never be able to get the hard copies of these fucking things unless you buy fucking DVD-R type videos that people sell online off of eBay or some shit. So good luck trying to get that. It's very limited. And they charge them at a high-end rate. Fucking nuts. Anyway, we get a video of the Wyatt Six cutting into the broadcast. Uncle Howdy says, "They will never lead us astray." You lead us to boredom is what you do. We then speak. They always use the truth. Joe Gacy says they've shown their power is nothing more than a harmless illusion. Dexter Lumis says they woke them up from their dream and made them realize their true reality. Nikki Cross speaks, and Eric Rowan says there are more lessons to be learned. Their story has only just begun. Highlights of the TLC match are shown throughout. Terrific. Street Profits are icing up in the trainer's room with BFAB. DIY and Candice LeRae come in to yell at them. Tommaso Ciampa says they almost killed a mother. BFAB says LeRae's own husband knocked her off the ladder. And SmackDown GM Nick Aldis says he'll get control of this tag team division. Next week, these two teams will square off. That's getting control. How about telling them if any of you fucking whack jobs decide to turn into a fucking chaotic slugfest and an insane asylum, that they're going to be fired or suspended or something? I don't know. These people are fucking retarded. Anyway, Women's Tag Team Champions Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss head to the ring. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. In the ring is a covered display. We see replay of them winning the tag titles at SummerSlam Saturday. Flair greets the crowd. Alexa Bliss' birthday falls during their championship celebration. Flair could have made this about her, but she decided to be gracious and share the spotlight. There's a cake in the ring that has "Congratulations, Charlotte Flair" written on it, with Bliss's name is written in tiny font with a postscript saying "Happy Birthday." Talk about fucking insane shit. Flair then shows a present. Bliss isn't sure and won't accept the gift. They go back and forth, pushing the gift toward each other. Flair asks Bliss if she remembers what she got 4 years ago. Flair brings out the Lily doll with a "We're Not Friends" shirt on it. And Flair figured Lily needed a tag team partner. Flair pulls out a Charlie doll, which is basically a representation of the same fucking thing, only it's given the name of Charlie. Anyway, a version of the Lolly doll. Great. The crowd chants Charlie and Bliss thanks her. Fans are chanting Charlie. I swear, if these guys in creative, WWE in general, think its audience is fucking stupid, I'm gonna go on record to say, yeah, you're right. They're fucking dumb as shit. Wrestling fans are the dumbest motherfuckers on the fucking planet. You got people being tribalistic on one promotion, tribalistic on another promotion. You either like the fucking product or you don't like the product. If the product is giving you what you want, great. If another fan likes the other product and you don't, who cares? You don't know from it because you don't watch it, right? Right. At least I think that would make sense. And then there's people that are watching both products. Some people are watching multiple different wrestling promotions, like MLW, TNA, so on and so forth. And I'll tell you what, guys. I honestly do not give a shit about pro wrestling anymore. As you have heard me already say this in this video. I cover pro wrestling at this point in time because that's what this channel is about. This is what the channel started out to be. And I'm going to continue it as long as I can. But there's no guarantees. I'm going to continue to cover shit like this if wrestling doesn't get better. I expect Tony Khan to do something at some point to finally get us interested in his product like we used to. And if he can't accept the fact that he's not booking the show good enough, then he should go ahead. If he's not booking the show good enough, he should go ahead and find someone who can do a better job. It doesn't mean he's a shitty owner. Doesn't mean he doesn't know what he's doing. It just means he's weak in one particular area. That's okay. He's the boss. He should be more worried about how much revenue he's producing for this company. And as long as he's producing good revenue, then get the other guy to come in who knows what the fuck he's doing and give him an opportunity to produce a show. And if you don't like what you're seeing and you see the numbers and the shows aren't great, then you get rid of him. It's that fucking simple. But they're not going to do that. So we expect AEW to suck dick. WWE's sucking dick. Nobody cares because they know they're the only fucking game in town. And as long as we continue to watch, that's all that matters to them. Doesn't matter if we like the product. Doesn't matter if we think the product is entertaining or not. Just as long as we're watching. So I guess the best thing that we can all do at this point, instead of bitching and moaning about it, is just stop watching. But who wants to do that, right? Right. I know I don't. I want to continue to watch how the product is going. But with what they're delivering, what is the fucking point? That's what I keep asking myself. Anyway. This eventually all led to Chelsea Green getting a match with Charlotte Flair. That's what this all led to. Great. And Chelsea Green went through a fucking cake. Sounds a little familiar what we used to see from Creative by Vincent Mann. I don't know. Is Vincent Mann backstage too with Brock? Or maybe is he feeding information to Brock Lesnar to feed to Triple H and say, hey, why don't you tell them to, stick a little cake in there and have them shove their heads in it. That's some good shit, pal. Oh my God. This company is shit. All of this shit is shit. It's all shit. Period. Anyway. Captain Kelly's backstage with WWE Women's Champion, Tiffany Stratton. Stratton says she's going to keep doing what she's been doing for 216 days. Wow, it's been that long, huh? And that's keeping the title. Jade Cargill walks up and says the story will be different next time. Stratton says the ending will be the same. Really? How in the fuck? How in the fuck is Jade Cargill allowed to get a match with Tiffany Stratton? How's she going to earn it? She's going to win another number one contenders match? Is that what she's going to do? And then she's going to win? Is that what we're going to go with here? This is ridiculous. So, women's U.S. champion Julia and Kiana James come up to Cargill. And James says, if Cargill wants a title, she can give her a call. James gives her a card, and Cargill declines, but they tell her to keep the card and walk off. Mitchum walks up with a kendo stick and takes the card from Cargill. So apparently Mitchum has interest in the women's U.S. championship. Holy fucking shit. Aleister Black says he believes he is allowed to use violence to stop greater violence from happening. Really? Okay. There's no such thing as good and evil. There's no rhyme or reason for good or bad. Okay. Black says he's an eye for an eye, limb for limb kind of guy. Careful, you might not have an eye. That's why he exacerbated the violence against Damian Priest. Priest is home nursing a hairline fracture in his jaw. And Priest pushes back when someone pushes him. When someone pushes Black, he pushes them off the cliff and waits for the smack at the end. If that makes him a scapegoat, then so be it. What a fucking joke. So John Cena's walking backstage, getting ready for his tag team match with Cody Rhodes against Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre. And backstage, he bumps into R-Truth. They act like they're in a mirror or minds, like clowns, which is basically what they are. And R-Truth is psychic that Cena is back. And if Cena is back, then he's back. Oh, so if if John Cena is back being a babyface, Ron the Truth Killing no longer exists, and we get joke schmo, dumbass, dementia boy, R-Truth back to doing his normal shtick. Which, by the way, we haven't seen much of him since his little match with Aleister Black since then. So, who the fuck cares, right? You're right. Cuts his hair off, he's bald, looks fucking ridiculous, like a madman who lost his mind. Sounds like I'm losing my mind over here. And, if Cena's back, he's back. Cena says he was worried about R-Truth. He was really mean for 5 months. Does R-Truth remember when he made that kid in Brussels cry? And it's good to have R-Truth back. R-Truth looks a bit confused. He was explaining that was John Cena doing all those things, but apparently he was acting like he had dementia for that segment. What a fucking joke. I will admit, I did laugh. I thought it was humorous. But still, why do we need to change Ron the Truth Killings to R-Truth? Just because John Cena became a babyface. Again. I don't get it. Makes no sense to me. But hey, when does anything in wrestling have to make sense, right? Right. Anyway, the main event started. I think they had like 9 minutes left. I think the match started at like 9:51 or some kind of shit like that. And we got 9 minutes and the match ended with a disqualification from a low blow by Logan Paul. And then we ended the show with Cody Rhodes' skull going directly through the bottom portion of the announcer's table with a Claymore kick through the bottom of the table. Which was a nice spot, I will give him that. But who are we fucking kidding? Cody Rhodes is going to lose the WWE Championship to Drew McIntyre. If that happens, that will shock me. It could happen because Cody Rhodes is going off to film the Street Fighter movie as Guile. So that might make sense. But Do we really believe Cody Rhodes, after winning the title just in the beginning of August, he's going to lose the title anyway? Then what was the fucking point of him winning the title in the first place? So he can drop it to somebody else while he's off filming a movie? If this happens, I think this would be absolutely absurd. I highly doubt it will. I think Cody Rhodes is going to retain the WWE Championship, and that's going to be that. No one's going to care about Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre is one of the most underestimated, underutilized performers in this company. This guy, through 2020, during COVID season, was carrying WWE Monday Night Raw on his fucking back with Randy Orton, and they both were delivering a fucking back and forth barn burner of matches together. I thought their matches were pretty good. The storytelling wasn't all that great, but the PLE matches they had were entertaining as fuck. But now you have Drew McIntyre challenging for championships and never being able to win the big one. He won it once back in WrestleMania last year at WrestleMania 40, and now he hasn't been able to sniff a fucking title reign since. And the reign was an absolute joke anyway, thanks to CM Punk, but it was deservingly so that occurred. But at the end of the day, guys, I don't take Drew McIntyre as a serious challenger. I don't think he has a shot in hell of beating Cody Rhodes for the championship. It's way too fucking predictable, and it's a waste of fucking time. Just my thoughts on that. The show sucked. I don't care. I mean, if you didn't see it, God bless you. You didn't miss anything. May God bless your soul. If you did watch it, may God have mercy on your soul. At this point. But anyway, at this time, guys, if you enjoyed the video, by all means, hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed to the channel. And leave a comment down below. I'll definitely get back to you on that. Thank you guys very much for watching. Have a great night, guys. Bye.